but
What do
it's
you
looking
think? Do you
like
think
Mane might be leaving.
it looks like Mane might be leaving? So I don't think he's going to end up leaving because they're going to ask for money, and no one's going to take Mane on those expensive fees and um, um, costs. I think Bayern's board. I don't know what they're doing. Whoever's making these decisions, I don't know what they're doing because what sense does what they're doing make? Right? You fire Nagelsmann in the middle of the season on the track to win a treble. Now you're on a
Yeah,
track to win only the league. You fire you have this bust up because of Sané. And let's be honest, Sané was very selfish in that game. Tuchel, if Nagelsmann was there, he would have handled that much better than Tuchel. Tuchel just came. So Tuchel has to be careful, right? Because he needs to keep the guys on his side. So he doesn't want to get in
yeah,
between. He's like, let them figure it out. Let's just follow the process. So nobody can blame him for any fallout.
yeah,
So now you have a situation where your guy who you just brought in on a big contract, you need to move him on, and it's like you don't want to move on Sane. I don't know what for. Um, Maybe because he's German. I don't know. I think like where's Mane gonna go? Maybe PSG will want him if Messi leaves, but you already have a left winger.
yeah.
Maybe Chelsea, but Chelsea needs to get rid of everybody first.
In the process, right?
Yeah,
Well, but Chelsea
guys,
they
wake
can. But
up.
Chelsea's not in a bad position. They have good players that people would take off
Well,
them though.
João Felix is on loan, so he's going back at the end of the season unless they buy him. All right.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
Mudryk on the left wing, so why would you bring in Mane? Liverpool's not going to bring him back on higher fees. They're not going to pay to bring him back. They don't need him. United doesn't need him. City doesn't need him.
Who, Jao Felix? You
Arsenal,
mean?
Arsenal,
Who do you mean, like Jao Felix or Mane?
no, Mane. I'm saying
Oh,
who
okay,
needs
man.
Mane? Who needs Mane, and who has the money to pay for him? Nobody.
Yeah, none of those. I would have taken Mane, but none of those wages though.
Maybe Barca. Maybe Barca.
Mm, yeah,
Get
because the
off.
young
He's
kid, right?
João Felix
Yeah.
is such a Havertz.
Like I was actually surprised that Harvard started over Jao Felix.
Anyways, what are your thoughts on Sadio? What do you think is gonna happen with him? You think I honestly don't think he's gonna leave Bayern this summer.
No,
Um,
he's not. But I think Sane might, because Sane has already been there a couple of seasons now, 3 seasons, and he hasn't really. I don't think he's
he can
really.
play on the left or the right and in the middle. Whereas Mane is not as diverse in terms of where he can
Yeah,
play. I don't know about that.
exactly. So it's like I think also when he signed
Oh, there
also
you go.
when he did
Probably
sign
Benzema.
and also when he did sign, what's it called? There was a lot of love for him, right? For Mane. So
Yeah, there was. Honestly, I don't think anything happens. They'll figure it out. They're both Senegalese. Um, you know, they'll figure it out. See? Chouameni for Benzema, straight up counterattack with Rodrigo, and they're playing 4-4-2 on the double pivot. It's Cruz and Chouameni.
yeah.
Is that not a foul you're gonna bring back though, ref? That's another foul. So you think he's gone?
No, I think
You
Mane.
think
I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay, but I think Sane might leave.
you think
I
Sane
think
might leave?
Sane
Where
might leave. Yeah,
where do you think where could he possibly go? Because they want to make
yeah,
some
that's a
money
good
from
question.
with him.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because he's gonna ask for more money. He might go to France, but since Messi's leaving, he might end
He
up
could
being.
go to
It could
France.
end up being Messi's replacement at PSG.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah,
I think I
it
think
could.
I think Arsenal would love to have him, but his attitude, I don't think Arteta wants that.
No, definitely not. Like he's not the. Yeah, because if Pep couldn't because if Pep couldn't handle him, then I don't think
Well, he
anybody
was
else
he
will,
was a
right?
he was a City when Arteta was assistant coach, so who knows, right?
But then whose spot is he going to be fighting for?
Saka. We need a backup right wing.
for Saka, right?
Saka Saka. The reason why Saka has been poor the last two games is
This
because he hasn't
fatigue.
had rest. He hasn't had rest, even in the Europa. I didn't understand it. For me,
Well, even and also in the internationals too. Like, what's his name
yeah,
played him for both like 90 minutes in both games.
yeah.
So that's where sometimes international coaches do not help club coaches. Sometimes it's like Southgate, for example. It's like I would have like if I was Saka, I would have just said, "Hey, like coach, I understand that I want to be part of your team and all that, but we have a
Oh,
league to win as
you
well, man."
you you
It's
you
like,
you mean pull the Rashford card? Oh, I'm
yep.
injured.
I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I'm actually honest that Rashford just didn't go, just because he's like, "What's the point? I'm going to be on the bench anyways."
And when he's not on the bench, you're still going to be doing nonsense because oh, Ole in the West Coast doesn't have any. Oh,
Ooh.
great
You know what?
touch though.
They might just squash the beef. You know what I mean? Like, because I think they can both be. They can
Ah,
still play for Munich though. Like, that's the real question is like, what kind of beef is that they're ready to divide the team? Right? That's basically what's happening.
who?
Like Mane and Sané. Like what kind of beef is this that is so much that
It's
one has to leave? Right?
well. Let's see if they make it past City. I don't think any of them will leave because the issue is that Sonny was too selfish that game. It's as if he
Yeah.
wanted something. He had something to prove to the City
Pep.
fans or something.
Yep.
One person I think who's going to leave Bayern this year is Gnabry, though.
Yeah, Gnabry, like I had high hopes for him, but he hasn't really. He's looked a shadow of himself.
Well, he's lost significant amount of pace. Um,
He was never really fast though. He was never. He was just
no, he
younger,
was.
right? And he
He was
was.
fast. He was speedster.
Are you sure, man? I feel like he was
Yeah,
more
he
like
had
a
that knee
Conan.
injury,
That
and
they're
then he
not
was just
that fast, but they just had good footwork that they could get around people. But I think now
maybe.
I feel
But
like he's
I do
added
remember
weight.
him having some pace in FIFA at
Yeah.
least.